Hey everybody, welcome to Steve's office. I'm Steve, of course. Today I'd like to deliver a message for our graduating class. So I hope you enjoy it. I usually don't write these things, but I did today because I don't want to get lost. I really struggled with what I wanted to say today, and I want to just give a simple commencement talk to our graduates. That was the original plan here. And I'm still going to do it, but we're dealing with some things this week as a city and a country that are weighing very presently on our hearts and minds, and I think everybody's kind of feeling it because if you have any kind of social media, you've seen what's going on. And maybe that's what I do need to say today. You're graduating from high school or college or seminary or community school or tech school or any other of the number of things you can graduate from. And you can't ignore the world you're graduating into. Certainly not. How could you? It's right there in front of you every second of the day on your phone or your computer or your TV or whatever sort of media you consume. It's there. It's present. You can't avoid it. Commencement is a big deal for you because you've accomplished something that isn't easy. It's a lot of work and struggle that got you from where you are right now. Parents, family, and friends are proud because they love you, and they helped you in that accomplishment. I think one of the other reasons we make so much of this accomplishment is because as adults, we see potential in you. We know that God has a plan for you, a plan that everyone in your life is an active part of. That's what we believe. You may not see what the plan is currently as you prepare to go off and start a life for yourself. You often don't see it right away, but we all have faith that it will be revealed to you in time. We also see in all of you the chance to be better. And I'm not saying that we failed and we want you to clean up our mess, but I am saying that we hope you learned from us and the world we live in, and you take God's light out into that world and don't repeat some of our mistakes. Sure, mistakes will happen, but God has surrounded you with people to help you when you stumble, when you say something you shouldn't have said, or when you hurt someone, or when you find yourself in a situation that you just don't see any way out of. That's why our church is here. That's why you have people who love and care for you in your life. You're entering a complicated world. You're entering a world where you're no longer being solely shaped by the people in your immediate circle of friends and family. You're entering a world where you're going to meet new people. You're going to experience new things. You're becoming part of a world where God calls you to be accepting, to celebrate the diversity of creation, and love and understand people, no matter who they are. It's uncomfortable, and faith can be uncomfortable, and especially if we choose to be people of God. It's going to test everything you thought you knew to be true, and it's going to open your eyes to the possibilities that you never even considered. The world is going to challenge you with hard situations, and it's going to make you take a long look at your faith and how you respond. Who is God calling you to be? What is God telling you when you see tragedies like a man dying in Minneapolis and a law enforcement officer giving his life in the line of duty? What has God shown you as you navigated your last year of school during a pandemic? If you're graduating from college, what do your job prospects look like? There are just so many hard questions and truths you're heading into, and it's easy to feel hopeless, but remember that God is with you. God surrounds you with people who love you, and you can put your trust in God in all things. I want to show you something. Yeah, this is embarrassing, but this is Steve. He graduated in the year 2000. Steve liked to dye his hair and paint his nails and listen to terrible music and wear insane clown posse t-shirts. That was his favorite thing. Steve wanted to be a radio DJ. He originally wanted to be a professional wrestler, but he had an amazing guidance counselor at his school who steered him away from that. Steve thought he was going to be the next Howard Stern. For you younger people, that's a famous radio guy. He's known for being a shock jock or putting really kind of controversial stuff on the radio, being risque. I wanted to be him. Steve wanted to be him. Steve went to college at MSUM Moorhead, and he never gave a second thought to God or faith or family or friends or anyone in general. Steve had all the answers and he didn't need to hear anything from anyone. He got into partying and all the various things that go with it. He purposely tried to get himself in trouble when he was on campus radio. And he didn't care for what anyone thought about how he chose to live his life. Steve went like that for about 2 or 3 years and found out that he hated himself. He hated the world and everyone in it. He pushed away his friends and he didn't have much contact with his family. They were just trying to help. This version of Steve didn't have any kind of cause, anything he believed in. He didn't care what was going on in the world, but that's not where Steve's story ends. Because as you can see very clearly, 20 years later, almost to the day, Steve is here before you now. Not giving you a lecture, but telling you that God transforms people. And it's not always on your time, it's on God's time. Life is going to throw junk at you. You're going to fail. You're going to make poor choices. But you're going to learn. And each and every time you get back up, God is going to reveal more of your purpose. Don't ever give up hope. Don't ever give in to hate. Don't ever let the world take away your joy. As the book of Jeremiah says, "For surely I know the plans I have for you, says the Lord. Plans for your welfare and not for harm, to give you a future with hope." Congratulations to all of you from everyone here at Sharon Lutheran. May God bless you all on your journey. We are so proud of you. Thank you.